Hey guys, I'm going to show you my my rendition of the secret door that I created. Here's the lever for it. I know that doesn't really make it that secret, but if you really wanted to, you could hide it under a few blocks and then have to break the block to get to the lever. But this is how it works. Levers on both sides. They're synchronized, so no matter if the door's open or closed, no matter how you hit the lever, if it's up or down or whatever, it'll do the opposite to the door. This is how I did it. It actually took a lot of redstone to do, but it starts off with both the signals from each lever coming down underneath it to a XOR gate, which turns it into one signal and makes the levers synchronized. From there, it goes up here to this level where it breaks off to a redstone line that goes to the top piston, and here to these repeaters that are set to the highest delay. After it goes through that delay, it hits this piston right here, closing or opening that one, and here it breaks off from that line and goes underneath to power the third piston, which you can't see, which powers that that piece of wood right there. The tricky thing to make this work was was really getting the pistons to work properly, because they can't do the same thing every time. As you can see here, to close it, the top piston has to open first, and then the second one has to. And when you open it, the top piston has to be the last one to open to carry the block up. That took me the most time to figure out, and I did it by having two inputs to this piston right here. To follow how the circuit moves, it comes up here first, and this piston or this line turns on before it hits that piston right there, because the delay is here. And when that happens, in this case when you're closing the door, you have to turn this piston on, and that gets the signal first, like that. This one still goes on, but it goes on second, so it doesn't really affect it because it's already open. When you want to open the door, you have to close these pistons in the opposite order, and I did that by having the second line to this piston, and you can see that works by when I turn this line is gonna turn off before this one does, but this piston's not gonna open yet because this line is still on, and that's only gonna turn off closing this piston once it turns off that piston, giving it the correct order to open and shut the door like this. And I really managed to do that just from sheer tinkering and luck, I guess. It wasn't something I had planned. I just kind of messed around with the delays and stuff to finally make it work. But anyway, that's one way to make or the only way to make a secret door with this piston configuration. I've seen a lot of other doors with more pistons and things like that, but this is the most compact way to make this secret door, and the simplest way. There's nothing I can take out of here that would or simplify that would make this still work. But if you wanted to, of course, you can make four walls around it and pretty much make it so you cannot see any redstone. You can put grass over top of this part right here, and just four walls that go around. And of course, you'd have a ladder that goes up to a second level where you'd actually have, your chests, your furnace, and whatnot. But there you have it. That's my way of making a secret door. Thanks for watching.